League football then. What a way to return to the limelight within Scottish football. From the opening fixture on Friday night at East End Park to the games that are still going to be taking place later today, the action simply didn't stop. But right now, we all know what content we need, and you'll know exactly what content that is when I say it's a way of life. Drop 50 likes on this video, folks, and I'll go on with the rest. The last word. Let's talk about it as a whole then. The SPFL season coming back. I'm pretty sure this is what we've all been waiting for, despite that a majority of the teams have been involved in the Betfred Cup, and obviously you've seen your teams in pre-season action if you haven't been involved in the Betfred Cup, some of us in European qualifiers as well. But the league business is what we all wait for, and this weekend was the culmination of that, and it all coming back together in one spectacle, and I think we're all glad for it. It's the competitive stuff, it's the stuff that we all look forward to all summer up until this point, and now we've got a full 9 or 10 months of it to come, so I'm 100% behind the league season coming back, and I just can't wait for it. Last word, glad. There simply isn't enough time to go over every single thing that happened in this video, because simply a lot of things happened on Friday night in that game. But I think we can all agree, except Dundee fans of course, that the penalties that were given in one way or another were sort of soft at the very least. That second one, I've seen so many people now say that it just wasn't a penalty and that it was a brilliant recovery tackle for Ashcroft, so I just think that we were done dirty a bit there. Aside from the penalties though, we were far stronger in the first half than we were in the second, and wee flashes in the second half just wasn't enough to see us over the line, unfortunately. Despite the fact that the penalty decisions basically cost us the game in the end, hopefully the first half performances can get continued into the second half as the season goes on. Last word, good enough start. Straight on to the other game that I attended this weekend, and if I'm being honest, it was a bit of a letdown. The football that Hibs played at times was a wee bit laboured looking, and keeping the ball and seeing where the openings would appear when St Mirren were sort of defending a lot, but I don't know, I just expected a lot more for Hibs and more fast play, playing through St Mirren a lot more, and not allowing St Mirren's brand of play to really affect the game as much as it did. St Mirren always looked dangerous in the break and simply just played an average away performance, but I don't know, I just expected more. Last word, anticlimax. Alloa Athletic versus Partick Thistle. 33-year-old Alan Troughton and 32-year-old Joe Cardle get on the score sheet in a 1-1 draw at the Indodrill Stadium. So as you can see, the youth is clearly alive and well. Aside from the older age of the goal scorers, I don't know, I just don't think Partick Thistle would have seen that as a reasonable start, because obviously they do want to push for promotion this year, and I doubt a 1-1 draw away at Alloa, when from what I've heard, Alloa could have won the game. I don't know, I just think that it's probably not the start they would have wanted at all. However,
I'm going to say it's a draw, just because I have no idea what Partick Thistle are capable of. But yeah, a draw.
Jen!
Yeah, I was right.
Last word, always. What else were you expecting Celtic to do in this one? I mean, 7-0 is a bit of a stretch, but in St Johnstone's case, it's an absolute scudding. Celtic always seem to run amok against St Johnstone, and this time it was just simply goals galore, relentless. Like, just stop, man, they're already dead. Last word, 7-up. Ross County have certainly helped me out in this one with a wee case for them to finish higher in the league than others would expect them to. By the end of the season, I do expect them to finish well above the bottom two, and the team that we're facing, I have them finishing rock bottom, so this 3-0 win, as I said, it held my case. It was a pure cakewalk over Hamilton yesterday, and most folk would say, it's just Hamilton, but I don't know, You need to give teams their dues. They can only beat what's put in front of them. And Ross County certainly did that. It was a comfortable day at the office, and they're off to a flyer in the league campaign. Last word, quality shown. Now, I seem to have ruffled a few feathers here with a certain prediction that I've made. Roll the clip. I'm going to go for both Chris Doolan and Michael Moffat to not get 10 goals between them and not be able to replace Lauren Shankland's goals this season. Now, I can explain. This is a prediction for the Scottish Championship, not all competitions. Last season, Michael Moffat and Chris Doolan got 11 league goals between them, so I don't really see how 10 goals between them this season is really that bad of a prediction from me. Although Michael Moffat did score one yesterday. Ah well, he's going to score at some point. Ayr fans seem to be really aggrieved by it though. So you have your say now. Will Michael Moffat and Chris Doolan score 10 plus league goals between them this season? Have your say in the top right hand corner right now and let me know if I'm right or wrong. As far as their opening day result goes, a 4-2 win at home to Morton, points on the board and goals at Somerset Park. Last word, good stuff. Here we are then, eh? Lauren Shankland FC. Nah, for real. I may have questioned Shankland's ambition when he moved to Dundee United, but we all know it's a top bit of business at Dundee United, and Shankland's destined for that top scorer mantle this season. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 goals in his United league debut yesterday. The boy just screams goals, and I said it once and I'll say it again. The big teams, the bigger teams than Dundee United, it's an absolute crime that they didn't make more of an effort to go and get this boy when they could. The last word for this one is simply just about the signing that Dundee United managed to make. Last word, signing of the summer. We all know there's Wraith fans here watching this video, so why not chat about them for a bit, eh? Give them a moment to shine. Kidding. 1-0 win away at Dumbarton would be a good result in Wraith fans' eyes, I imagine. Any way that they can pick up 3 points and get out of that league, I think they'd take that as a success. You'll forever be the wee team and always in our shadow, but I respect the grind that you're putting down there in League 1. I've been there, lads. I know what it's like. Last word, acceptable. And now straight on to a result that I don't think would be acceptable to the fans that will have to take it in. Peterhead 0, Falkirk 0. A staggered start for our Bairns down in the Seaside League. I would slag this result off even more, but I know exactly what it's like to go up to Peterhead and get a 0-0 or lose in the last minute, so I'll let you off lightly this time, lads. Falkirk fans, again, I know there's a good amount of you watching. Are you putting up with that result? Do you see that as a decent enough start and then you can just build on for the rest of the season? Surely that's far less than what you were expecting to see. Last word, uninspiring? Paul Hartley is the current manager of Cove Rangers FC, and I tell you what, he has his flaws when he gets to championship level and above, but he certainly knows how to get a team out of the lower reaches of Scottish football. Even though it's really early doors, I do fully expect Cove Rangers to go on and win that league this season. I just think they've got so much quality on their side that was getting wasted in the Highland League, and they're now just going to show their quality with a manager that has experience in getting teams out of those leagues. Last word, different class. And that's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. Comment down below the last word for the game you were at, or your team, or your start to the season, etc, etc. And subscribe for more of this type of content. And until the next video, I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.